Hello everyone, it's Vixxterity XD, and welcome to Texas Motor Speedway for the second race of Season 10. Now before we get started, I want to congratulate our three NASCAR champions, Ben Rhodes, Daniel Hemrick, and Kyle Larson for all winning the championship. This playoff format has provided us a lot of entertaining moments, and we had a great season, and we can't wait for 2022. Anyways, we are back here at Texas Motor Speedway for the second race. Now, our previous winner, URL Cup Series, looking to get another win. Everyone else looking to do the same. Anyway, we have 50 laps right here. And so we divide the stage 15, 15, and 20, which means that we will pit on lap 7. And here we go. Here we go racing at Texas. Now, just to give you a little bit of a reminder, this is the Texas that I rebuilt. I kind of built this one custom. We didn't use the Season 8 Texas because for Season 9 I was going to rebuild every single track. Anyway, to the commentary, we got Baylong Fanboy and Stick Hero. Both competed last season. Now it's Baylong Fanboy in the lead. He's been very close many times, but never been able to pull it off before. And he's also the guy who leaves very long descriptions of how his race went, which is pretty cool. They're quite entertaining to read, to be honest. I like how they do that, you know. I love our fans' creativity, and I love their constructive writing. And I am open to opinions, criticism, anything. Anyway, we got Josh doing things YT on the outside, but no, he can't hang on to it. Now, one thing to take into consideration here at Texas is that it's harder to pass because of the PJ1/reason that they've been using. Now, in real life, it has completely ruined the track and made it live on an infamy. Actually, the same can be said about the whole reconfiguration, as Ray Dorman takes the lead. Jody Boy 24 tries to go to the inside. So they made it pass purposely, hard to pass purposely so that the racing can be closer. But what they forgot is that you can achieve close racing without having to make it impossible to make it pass. As Jody Boy 24 leads the field down the pit road. It's level 3231 Brian, who is Baylong Fanboy's teammate apparently, looking to take the lead as well. And everyone gets off a pit road with no issue, and level 3231 Brian continues to hold the lead. But in second we have Jody Boy 24, Zinger Dude 099, and Arsen, who ran pretty good last time around. And we also got Mr. Pickle Jr., who came close to winning, but unfortunately fell way back into the pack later in the race. As Zinger Dude 099 in the lead. He was the 00 last year, but he is just 0 this season. Still in the lead right now. Remember, always taking the same lead is the best way to hold off someone. Two people are taking the same lane, then nobody wins and nobody loses. Now, consistent with the real Texas, it's hard to pass on the inside because the PJ1 on the outside, but some people find a way around that. Some people pass on the PJ1, which is cool and all. And Zinger Dude 099 still holds the lead. Wow, he keeps on taking that inside lane. Now he's on the outside lane. He made the perfect run right there. As we have 2 laps left in stage number 2. And Ray Dorman in the 48, moving to the inside lane. Probably won't be enough time to make a move, but white flag final lap. And Zinger Dude 099, who has been dominant this stage, is going to take home a stage 1 win. Zinger Dude 099 wins stage number 1. And we will see you for stage number 2 once we take our pit stop. Alright everyone, we are back for stage number 2. Those were your stage results. Zinger Dude 099 wins, that's 2 playoff points. And here we go for stage 2. Remember, it's a long race, so even if we make a mistake, someone makes a mistake now, it's far from over. And Zinger Dude 099 still holds the lead. Remember, it's all about getting that restart. Once you get a good restart, you can pull away with the clean air, while everyone else has to deal with the dirty air behind them. As Nico Cars in the 85 moves down low to take the lead. Now unfortunately, thanks to Roblox Studios' broken search bar, I couldn't find the Roblox logo, so I had to use the old one. As Robloxian in the 23 takes the lead, but gives it to URL Cup Series and Joey LaGiggles. I'm surprised he didn't use 22, but I think that's because CRJ Dogfan is using it right now. Speak of the devil, he's somewhere in here. As URL Cup Series in the 20 takes the lead. He's fresh off of a win last race. A stage win will definitely extend his points lead. One of the most critical parts of racing here in Texas is the restarts, because you have a very limited racing surface. You either have the PJ1 or the inside lane. You got to navigate through both of them. That's why you see Zinger Dude 099. And Baylon Fanboy almost wrecks himself. Wow, URL Cup Series pulling off to a huge lead right now as we head in for a pit stop. Wow, he's really adamant about taking that inside lane. And everyone gets into pit road safely. URL Cup Series has a full second advantage over the rest of the field. And he's still taking the inside lane. You know what? He's pulling off way too far. We're just going to focus on the battle for second right here. And so far, it's Mr. NASCAR A5 who took the last spot through the last chance qualifier with the new All-Star Race style format. Meanwhile, Roadcar Racing, who locked in through last season's last chance qualifier, is in third. But no one is putting up with URL Cup Series right now. It looks like he's going to pull off the Kevin Harvick 2020, dominate the season. Actually, I think he's trying to copy Kyle Larson this year, by dominating the season. But the weird thing is, I don't think that winning one race is hard enough, but winning two is more difficult. We've rarely had that, a guy winning 2 races in a single season. But Mr. NASCAR A5 in the 28 has cut the lead down to half. And they both take the outside lane. Bad choice. That means nobody gains an advantage, and nobody loses anything as well. And oh no, we have a caution! And we have 2 cars that are out. We have James Tube in the 64, and NASCAR Fan Forever 9. So close. URL Cup Series was on his way to a stage win. Now, because it is close to the stage end, we're going to do a 1-lap shootout. Now, remember, if it was past 2 laps ago, we would have just ran it green the rest of the way and then called the caution at the end. And here we go. 1 lap to determine stage 2. And URL Cup Series loses it. Now it's between Tom Miller and Joey LaGiggles. Who's going to get the advantage? Joey LaGiggles pulling away. And Joey LaGiggles is going to win stage 2. Remember, it's all about that restart. Joey LaGiggles got the restart. URL Cup Series didn't. And that was the determining factor. That is the difference. As they come down to pit road, as we clean up the stage and get ready for stage 3. Alright everyone, there's where your stage 2 results. And before we start stage 3, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to this video to see more future content from this channel. And also, we reiterate, coming in early 2022, we are releasing a merch line before the end of the year. And here we go for stage number 3. This is it, the big stage, the money stage. Get a bad restart here, you're done. And it looks like Stick Hero took that challenge to heart, as he gets a fantastic restart, pulling off to a decent lead. Remember, when you're racing in a pack, you don't want to be on the very outside. Otherwise, it's going to suck up all your momentum. As we have Baylong Fanboy in the 34, taking the lead. Baylong Fanboy on the outside. Arsene going down low. Baylong Fanboy hanging high on the outside. Remember, that's the strong point of the outside lane. The URL Cup Series, nowhere to be seen right now. As Arsene has a massive lead, he's pulling away from the field. The last thing he wants to see is a caution. And we want to make sure that we don't jinx it for him, because that would be very unfair for him. We just got to race, let it play out, see what happens. Now, since it's 20 laps, we're going to be pitting on lap 41. No, 40 through 41. We're going to open the lane, 40, and go through 41. I know, it's a bit confusing, but Arsene in the 87 has a big lead right now. The last thing he wants to do is give it up right now. But it looks like Robloxian and Cardest are trying to team up. But they go 4 wide right now. That's not something you want to do. And Robloxian in the 23 gets a good run. That's you see, the preferred line is entering right at the top of that compound where the Baylong Fanboy is. So that you can get a combination of an inside run and an outside run simultaneously. That's what Robloxian tried to do with Arsene. The 87. He's not letting up anytime soon, but he's got challengers behind him. As Badcat 535 tries to make a pass. It looks like Arsene continuing to pull out to a huge lead. Oh, we almost had a wreck there as Ash almost goes into the apron. Arsene in the 87 looking to hold off the field for the win. But Gucci Gamer XD and Cesar Regino uses the inside lane. Now usually you're not supposed to go down there, but you know what can we do? And Arsene has lost his lead. He's going to be challenged by Robloxian now. Let's see if he can hold him off. Arsene still holding the lead. It's single file behind him. Everyone is all spreading out. So basically, the only ones challenging for the lead are these two, Robloxian and Arsene. And GamerTuck5 V2 in the 52 is looking to close the gap as well. Remember, when you see two guys battling, that leaves the third place guy closing up as well. I saw that in the finale when Chase Elliott was battling with another guy. It allowed Denny Hamlin to close up until the caution came out. And that's the biggest downside of the playoff format. Back markers affecting the championship. Because imagine if David Starr had not blown. As Arsene and Robloxian trading places for the lead. As Badcat 535 is in third, waiting to strike. Anything can happen in these last 3 laps. A caution, a checkered, leader wrecking, everything. We have seen it all in this series. As Arsene moves down to the inside to pass Robloxian. He's trying to hold him off. He's trying to maintain dominance. And he uses the outside lane. And Robloxian takes it. And here comes Baylong Fanboy, who's been very close many times but hasn't been able to pull off. And we have 2 laps to go as Arsene and Robloxian use the same exact lane. That gives you neither a boost, but he gets very loose, and it seems like he's losing grip right now. as Robloxian pulls away. Final lap. As BadCat535 tries to use the inside lane, but remember, that's not the preferred lane. And nobody's going to come close. Robloxian is going to win at Texas. And will advance to the playoffs with that win, given that he remains in the top 32 in points. And great job to everyone else, but congratulations to Robloxian, who takes the win at Texas. Now, please stand by as we provide you with the points and the results. Okay everyone, now since we're 2 races in, here are the points and standings. Arsene is the current points leader, GamerTuck5 is in second, and Tom Miller is in third. And our 2 winners, Robloxian and URL Cup Series, are still in the top 16. Here are the rest of the points. I'll scroll down very carefully. And there's the bottom. Then we scroll back up. And those are your points. These are the playoff standings. Our 2 winners right here. Locked in, given the premise that they're still in the top 32 in points. And that's all. We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.